Stansted Mountfitchet castle. They've done a lot of improvements here by the look of it. Since I came last time. Some sort of medieval battering ram. Time to feed the goats. Well, I think we've got some goats that know there's a bit of food about. Oh, hello. You're keen, aren't you? Oi. I know somebody would like these goats. Oi, you cheeky bugger. Oh, it's all spilling out the bottom. We're not going to have any left for him over there. Fancy having a goat nibble the bottom of your bag out. They're a bit vicious. Oh, they, yeah. Oh, they're butting each other now, look. I've just had one rip the corner of the bag out. They jump up on you as well. I think that's your lot. Oh, here comes the peacock. Oh, they found somebody else with food. Oh, here's another one. This is an original Motte and Bailey castle, and they've put on they've rebuilt an approximation of what it would have looked like. They did this back in 1990. Whether they'd get permission to do it today, I don't think so, but they've done some real good improvements. Those towers look quite good. We've got some deer. Oh, they're moving away. Thought they might come and get something to eat. Although a lot of deer were introduced by the Normans into England. I believe there's only 2 indigenous species before the Normans. Do you want this nice bit of food, look? They're quite tame here. There we go. Oh, this one seems quite interested. If you've got kids, young kids, this is a brilliant place to bring them. There we go, you've got some deer there feeding out your hand. There you've got a goat taking a poop. Few more deer over here. Oh, is this meant to be a mine where they've tried to mine underneath? Although it probably wouldn't work very well because that's a wooden tower up there, so it's probably not, doesn't serve much function. Oh, there's some interesting little buildings around the outside. Charcoal kiln, charcoal burners. you can see, the castle itself covers a huge site. Inside the main gate, an eel pond. Into the main gate with the Norman guard standing here. I think they've used a lot of creosote on these. That's in through the main gate. Overlooked by some Norman guard over there. That's a tower in there. Some sort of secondary. That's where they've originally done the castle a few years back on the left. Yeah, I think. And then they've, yeah, which is a bit more, slightly more constructed, isn't it?
The Normans may have used. If they wanted a fork, they would simply walk along the hedgerow and cut out a suitable piece of wood, which will sit here, and use it.
Hello chickens, what are you all about? No food for you. Oh, we can't get in there, that's disappointing. I wanted to go up there. Oh, we can go up this one though. Oh, hello goose. What do you want? Oh, the torturer
is called the constable. In front of you, you see the many punishments which were handed out to people who disobeyed the laws.
The torturer, or the wife, as they're normally called.
Hunting the Baron's deer, you had your hand cut off.
Watch them geese, they're a bit hissy. Very noisy as well. I have to say, for rebuilding a reconstruction of what is a Motte and Bailey castle on what was a Motte and Bailey castle, this is a pretty impressive effort. Well worth a visit. Wolves and bears, common in Norman times. We're going to go up to the guard room. A bit weird because it's nowhere near the main gate, which I would have thought it would have been, but oh, swords. Ah. It's a bit small for a guard room, but very windy. Ooh. Some nice helmets. Very nice. This would have given a fantastic view from the surrounding area. Smile, Ian.
View from up there?
Oh yes, a bit windy. And they've got some sort of an archery thing set up you can do with a crossbow. Here we have what look like stocks, maybe a pillory Stocks is where you sit down, and a pillory is where you're standing up. Oh, we've got some more goats, look. They like to get about, have a bit of food. That's quite a big goat. Yeah, it is a goat. Something of a catapult or a mangonel, I think it was called. Oh, there's a deer over there. Some sort of a herb garden. We've got the weaver.
This is the weaving and dyeing house.
Oh, thank you.
In front of you, you will see the loom and some wool from the sheep. We would dye the wool at different stages and weave it into the cloth. Dyes can be obtained from many plants, such as lady's bedstraw for pink, St. John's wort and world for yellow. Tree bark and lichen were other useful dyes.
Chapel and a graveyard. Not sure they'd bury people inside the castle. I think they'd probably bury them outside more than inside. Oh, I didn't see the soldier on top of that tower. Oh.
I am the surgeon.
Excellent.
I was originally a barber, but with my skill with the knife, being able to sever a limb in under a minute, I became the surgeon.
A minute.
Most of my patients die there, usually of shock or infection, such as...
This is the place for you.
This is a great place to teach the kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
I am the surgeon. I was originally a barber, but with my skill with the knife.
I think this bloke's full of bull. Oh, we got another little tower to climb. I love the interaction with all the animals here that are just wandering around. Not quite sure they would have had all these little holes like this, to be honest, because it's more of a people are going to get in or fire in, or gives an. I don't think it'd take much for an axe to cut through that, but.
You do all the editing yourself as well?
Well, I don't do much editing. I just YouTube does a lot of that. I like the way they've put this up here. The actual motte is over there. This is the Bout Bailey. He wants to take me on that one, and you can shut up as well. Oh, this must be a cooper or something, barrel maker. Or blacksmith. I don't think blacksmiths used to make everything. They used to have different people for different things, but or specific things. There's a secondary gate back there. Please do not touch the thatch.
Welcome to my home where my family live. We know from the Doomsday Book that there were 11 resident families living within the castle walls. and there would have been about 20 people to each family, the same size as mine.
Witches
We
and
all live
demons.
cuddled up and sleep round the fire with our animals to keep warm. The only privacy would be behind the hazel screen you see here. In cold weather, we bring hides down over the windows to keep the drafts out. We only bath about once.
I only have a bath once a month. I had a bath last year. God, I'm not having another one. Ah, dovecote. Jesus, that's a big chicken. Oh, what they got here? Beehives. Yeah, beehives. Wow. Oh, I love the smell of burning wood. Wood smoke. Some sort of a rear gate. Doesn't look very defendable, very strong. Doesn't have any towers around it. I think this is only like an approximation of the whole place that they've made. So it's pretty good. Woodcutter. Some sort of a weird viewing platform for some reason. Oh, the hellhole. Oh, hello. Yeah. The hellhole. Oh, I've got David Bailey just there taking photographs, look. Tannery, I bet this place used to stink. Making paper? I've got no idea what that is. It's a chicken of some kind, but the weirdest looking chicken I've ever seen. Baby chickens. Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh. Ian, you seen the chicks?
Hello there, I'm Percy Potter.
Hello,
I
Percy.
produce all the pots for the castle. You will see my work in the brew house, the
This bloke
kitchen,
here talks
and
like
the
what you
grand
do.
hall. I produce the pots by getting the clay from the riverbed at the foot of the castle, bringing it up here, placing it on the quick wheel you see, and shaping the pot.
That's not much of a well. He's a big old boy, isn't he? Ah, the whipping post. I think they've put a lot of stuff in here that's... Some of it might not go together, and it might not be in the same place. I think they've tried to put everything in the same... Pillory and stocks. Well, that's the stocks. That's a pillory over there. Nice communal fire in the middle. Not quite sure that would work, but there's some pretty nasty looking stew going on there. Oh. I reckon that looks like some sort of a torture device. Oh, Headman's axe. Oh, hello, yep. That's definitely what this place is about, beheading. Laundry. peasant wives.
Welcome to my kitchen. The kitchen was always situated near the inner bailey, so we could take the food to our master, the Baron, before it becomes cold. You will see around me some of the food we eat. Apples and fruit from the orchards, fish from the river at the bottom of the castle,
Fresh onions.
fresh water mussels from the ponds,
Cabbage.
as well as rabbits, duck and pheasants. Over by the fire you will see part of a pig being smoked. Behind that you will see a section of the wall without any door, but showing how the walls were constructed of interwoven hazel.
There, I think that's it.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Wattle and daub.
The kitchen was always...
Ooh, candle maker. I think that's a bit of beer, that there's. Ooh, and that'll be a prison. Oh, sorry mate. It weren't me, Gov, honest. It weren't me. It weren't me. All of these inner doors and that. Oh, it's a docking store. This is definitely new. Oh, they've actually got fish in there. You can see a carp or something in there. A monk. He's got a bit of a monk on, he has.
He has. And you're supposed to have the
Good day
microphone
to
facing
you.
the other
How
way.
are you?
No, it's
I'm
that
the
way.
brewer, and I make all the wine for the Baron and his family.
It's got a zoom on it. I don't know why they got... You can feed the fish if you want. You want to feed the fish?
Yeah, that's where the peacock was a few seconds.
Yeah.
Just helping itself to the...
I don't know why they've got peacocks, because they're not... they wouldn't be something that'd be around here in the Norman times. Yeah, I know. He agrees with me. They've got fish in there, I've just seen them. That's essential for them to be able to feed themselves. Now they've got a horse up there for some strange reason. Oh, you can get out of that way towards the museum, I think. The toy museum. This is all new, all this water wheel stuff here. This is quite impressive. This has all been redone. This is meant to be the motte, but I don't think it's quite a motte. There's a duck having a bit of fun over there. Some of the original stonework. Flint built. Oh, kids are on film then. Oh, hello. Oh, this is new. Oh yes. Considering I've been here twice before, I'm very impressed with what they've done with a lot of this stuff. Well, this is the motte where the Lord would have lived. It's not really a motte, it's a castle like two baileys rather than a motte and a bailey. That's getting a gate. He's looking the wrong way, that bloke. There's a bloke trying to get in over there on a siege tower, and he's looking over there.
Yeah, going the wrong way.
Yeah. Golden Lions up there. That's royal. Oh, I didn't see that gate over there before. Oh, have a look at that. So much to see and do. All these lovely little towers to climb up. I don't quite know how functional they'd have been in for real, but it's part of the original masonry there. Looking out across the town. Falconer would have been a big part of the daily life. Can't see him, but he's trying to get in. Oi, get off my land. Very windy day today by the sound of it. Just started to rain, but it's gone now. What have we got here? Not quite sure what this would have been, like a postern gate or something. It's a bit, this is the original motte here. Some of the original stonework down there. There's the siege tower, which I think you can go up. Don't think it would have got up there though, not with all those banks and ditches, but it's not a bad little effort. There's some of the original brickwork there, stonework I mean. He's facing the wrong way as well. What would have been quite high, get down to the bottom there. Herb garden. It's a case of goats keep out. The medieval herb garden. Now I couldn't tell you what any of these are apart from stinging nettles, which there seems to be an abundance of. Oh,
this garden,
sorry mate.
Growing all these herbs and plants.
I love the way they think that everybody around here has got a Wiltshire accent. Oh, he just shouted at me 2 seconds ago and he's not shouting now. Oh. I believe this is meant to be the Lord's Hall. Joe Wilkinson there from TV, and the weirdest looking dog I've ever
You
seen.
have just walked back in time to the 11th century. I am Baron Mountfichet, and I own the castle and live here with my family, servants and guards. The rest of the castle community lives in the outer bailey. My father
I am the armourer. You will see in front of you some of the weapons we used in war and combat. The double-handed sword,
Jesus, that's
the
heavy.
single-handed sword, the daggers and the axes. You will see in front of you the chainmail armour we wear when we go into battle to protect ourselves from the arrows and the slash of the sword. You will see...
Be quiet, I'm trying to sleep. Oh, this is the only place in the entire castle complex where I can get...
He's a very small man.
There should be a guard.
People in these days, I believe, were slightly smaller than most people.
In the morning. Oh, dear.
Further up, you will see the leather helmet which the peasants used to wear. Steel armour.
Yeah, that is definitely heavy.
I am the armourer.
You have just walked back in time to the 11th century. I am Baron Mountfichet, and I own the castle.
They've kind of made this like a bailey within a bailey. So it's partly that's protected there, and then we've got another bit that's protected here. And that is Stansted Mountfitchet Castle. It's very orientated around kids, but fantastic place to visit.